At School of Rock, we seek to enrich our students' lives through our patented and revolutionary performance-based music education system called the School of Rock method. In this method, students take the stage to perform classic songs from artists like Led Zeppelin, Aretha Franklin, and the Beatles.
Our students are exposed to how deeply fulfilling creating and performing music can be and develop a lifelong passion for it. The specific guitar a guitarist plays is part of this lifelong musical journey. It's the vehicle by which their unique voice is expressed and heard. We understand this, and with partnership from Gibson, have created a guitar that enriches a guitarist's means of expression. A guitar that can be used by intermediate, advanced, and professional players alike. An instrument that wouldn't be a student's first guitar, but instead would be a student's first forever guitar.
Introducing the School of Rock limited edition Gibson Les Paul Special, an American-made signature guitar designed to pay homage to the history of rock and other music genres like blues, reggae, and pop. The School of Rock limited edition Gibson Les Paul Special is an instrument owners will cherish their entire lives.
The Les Paul Special was first introduced by Gibson in 1955 and quickly became a magical and versatile workhorse for many famous musicians.
John Lennon was one of the first adopters of the Les Paul Special. Shortly after that, British punk bands of the 70s started noticing that it had unique tonal characteristics, and this was driven by the guitar's P90 pickups. You combine that with the set neck and the solid mahogany body, the guitar really had this perfect tone suited for rock music. The guitar's sound is rich, full. It has this natural breakup, which is that crunch you get when it's paired with an overdriven tube amp.
More musicians began picking up the Les Paul Special over the years, including Bob Marley, Johnny Marr of the Smiths,
Carlos Santana, Billie Joe Armstrong, Sheryl Crow.
Members of Stone Temple Pilots and Sonic Youth would go on to use a Les Paul Special throughout their careers.
So this guitar is really embedded into the music that School of Rock uses as the foundation for our curriculum. And what better way to pay homage to these genres than to create a signature guitar based on an instrument that's so critical to the music's history.
Just like the original Les Paul Special, the School of Rock limited edition Gibson Les Paul Special's body and neck are made from solid mahogany, a hard, toned wood known for its resonance. The rosewood fretboard is surrounded by a cream binding that provides a classic vintage aesthetic, and the headstock features a pearl Gibson logo inlay into a thin slab of cherry wood.
We decided on a classic color combination that was unique, but also paid tribute to the Les Paul's history. Black was an important color for Gibson's Les Paul line historically. For example, Gibson first introduced their Les Paul custom model in black, which was an aesthetic that Les Paul himself referred to as being inspired by a black tuxedo. But large-scale production of black Les Paul Specials have been fairly infrequent since their launch in the 50s.
With partnership from Gibson, we're bringing the classic color to the Les Paul Special for this limited edition guitar. The guitar is finished with a glossy nitrocellulose lacquer, the same type of lacquer used in the 50s. A nitro finish is a special thing. It's classic, vintage, and will age with the guitar as students carry it throughout their musical journey. Most importantly, a nitro finish is extremely thin, which maximizes the natural resonance of the mahogany body. You can always tell a nitro finish because it has a unique sweetness to its smell.
We've paired the black body with all gold hardware, and this is a feature that's very rare among Gibson USA guitars. Combine that with a 4-ply black and white pickguard, this guitar has a faint touch of Les Paul's black tuxedo design aesthetic. And this color combination can't be found in any other Gibson Les Paul Specials produced today.
First introduced by Gibson in the 1950s, P90 pickups offer an iconic tone. They are bright, thick, and able to stand out in any band's mix. The real magic happens as players turn down the volume knob. The pickups respond by pulling back on their grit and offering a cleaner and smoother tone. And when pushing up the volume of an amp, the P90s offer a natural tone breakup saturation associated with those classic rock guitar tones.
One of the most special elements of this guitar is the bridge. Its wraparound stoptail bridge focuses string vibration directly into the body, and this helps capture that natural tonal resonance of the solid mahogany wood. You can actually feel the string resonance as you play the guitar. Additionally, the string's bridge is compensated. We added a small inflection ridge along the bridge's top edge, resulting in a much more accurate intonation. This means the guitar will sound more in tune compared to non-compensated bridges. This feature isn't available on any other Gibson USA guitar.
The School of Rock Gibson Les Paul Special is a limited edition. We are planning to produce only 100 of these amazing guitars. To commemorate this special series, each guitar comes with a backplate recognizing it as being one of 100 units, making it an instant collectible.
The School of Rock limited edition Les Paul Special was designed to be our students' first forever guitar. But many young musicians can't afford the gear they need. We want to help. School of Rock is donating 100% of all profits from the sale of these guitars to nonprofit music and music education charities. We want this guitar to help not only inspire our students, but to also provide opportunities for new musicians to have access to music gear and music education.
The School of Rock limited edition Gibson Les Paul Special comes with a vintage-inspired hardshell case, guitar strap, extra blank truss rod cover, and an extra red tortoiseshell pickguard.
The School of Rock limited edition Les Paul Special. Continue your musical journey with your first forever guitar. Pre-order online now at schoolofrock.com/Gibson.